bailiffs knocked on my door, so forevermore. Man, they chillin', let's up and set all the score. That's why I'm rocking this dark shadow hoodie. They couldn't ever catch me. 2 phones, 2 domes, I'm so tech savvy. One side I miss Miyagi, the other John Gotti. What they dream be my hobby. I end the day with some biscotti. I got tucked inside this cap straight from packs. I got man doubling back on their track.
JF, obviously, crazy producer, prolific. He's got his own signature sound as well. So I've heard him in enough beats to where I already knew how I was going to approach it. I like to kind of, go in and out of pockets. I like beats that have like plenty of different ways to approach it. So it was honestly, it was easy. Like, it was pretty cool. It was nice. It was a fun track to record. 100. Honestly, it wasn't nothing too crazy. I went to the studio. I had a couple demos to re-record, and then obviously I had this track. When I like a beat so much, it's not necessarily a thing of me struggling to hop on it. I already know in some way, shape, or form, if I like it, there's some sort of some sort of attraction to it that I'm gonna do well. So yeah, I literally just punched it in. Like, thought of one line, recorded it. Thought of another line, recorded it. Maybe thought of 2 lines, recorded it. Listen back. All right, cool. Maybe I want to jump back and include this rhyme again. Okay, cool. Or make a reference. All right, cool. Let me do this. Let me do that. So a lot of it was just punching in really and truly. And that's why I feel like in terms of flow-wise, that's why I think it's cold. I think that's why, it came off so easily, so effortless. I say the intro line, the first line, I said, bailiffs knocked on my door, so forevermore. Man ain't chilling unless I up and settle the score. That one I had in my mind for a bit. So yeah, those are just real bars. Like, growing up, not necessarily being the most well off. I was very well aware of who bailiffs were, what bailiffs were. In my mind, the main thing was like, oh, is my PlayStation 2 gonna get taken? That's my main thing. So a lot of the time, it was a real lived experience of like, all right, cool. When you hear someone knocking the door, just close the curtains, turn off the light, whatever. Don't make sure they don't look in to see you, whatever. So I feel like that kind of for a long time made me a bit let's say iffy about my doorbell ringing. All my friends know if you're outside, call me. So yeah, long story short, it's time to get a bag. So that won't be a concern. That was the whole premise of that bar. Next couple of bars, I said I made a couple references actually to older tracks. I said, it ain't easy as it looks, believe me. That's a reference to my track, Believe Me, from my first mixtape, Platinus. 2023, I thought I was the bee's knees. That's when I dropped Bayfriend. That was probably at that time my biggest track to date. And then I said, then I took it there, showed them how to make that mouse work. I ain't playing fair. Obviously, that's a reference to Skylines that dropped in 2024. And then I followed that up by saying, I'm a good boy, could never hear IC3 unless I'm caught smoking the trees. Big pack from my knees, sprinkle bits of that. And I switched up and I said, grab a leaf instead of peppermint tea, because I used to use that to roll. That was a reference to a track that I dropped in 2020. Damn. December 2020, called IC3. So that was pretty much just a trip down memory lane. I thought if I'm going to do a cypher, a lot of the time nowadays people ain't necessarily viewing me as someone who is like specifically on the rap thing. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me just take them back to memory lane, show them how it was, how it is. And yeah, man,